Module 1. Foundations of International Relations and Diplomacy. First, Module Overview. International relations, IR, is the academic and practical study of the interactions among states, international organizations, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, multinational corporations, MNCs, and even individuals. At its core, IR examines how nations cooperate, compete, and sometimes come into conflict, while diplomacy serves as the operational instrument through which states pursue their interests, negotiate agreements, and maintain order in the global system. The discipline of IR emerged formally after World War I, with the establishment of the first chair of international politics at the University of Wales, Aberystwyth, in 1919, following the devastating war that exposed the dangers of unregulated state competition. Its primary concern was how to create lasting peace, prevent conflicts, and promote stable international coexistence. Second, evolution of international relations. Classical roots, ancient civilizations like Greece, Thucydides' Peloponnesian War, Rome and China, Confucianism, legalism, Sun Tzu's art of war, engaged in diplomacy, trade, and conquest, forming the earliest practices of international interaction. Medieval period. Relations were shaped by religion, e.g., papal authority, Islamic Caliphates, and empire building. Modern era, 1648 onwards. The Treaty of Westphalia, 1648, marked the birth of the sovereign state system, emphasizing territorial integrity, non-interference, and legal equality among states. 20th century transformations. 2 world wars, the Cold War, decolonization, globalization, and technological advancement reshaped the international system. Contemporary period. IR is now multidimensional, focusing not only on military power and state rivalry, but also on issues such as climate change, terrorism, pandemics, cybersecurity, human rights, and global governance. Third, core theoretical foundations of IR realism emphasizes power, national interest, and survival in an anarchic international system. Key thinkers: Thucydides, Machiavelli, Hobbes, Hans Morgenthau, Kenneth Waltz. Liberalism stresses cooperation, institutions, democracy, and interdependence. Thinkers: Woodrow Wilson, John Locke, Immanuel Kant. Constructivism argues that ideas, norms, and identities shape international behavior more than material power alone. Key scholar: Alexander Wendt. Marxist and critical approaches focus on economic exploitation, inequality, and global capitalism as shaping IR. Feminist theories emphasize gendered power dynamics and the exclusion of women's perspectives in global decision-making. 4. Defining diplomacy in international relations. Diplomacy is the structured practice of communication, negotiation, and representation between states and other global actors. It is the art and science of managing relations without resorting to war. Diplomacy is both an institution, embassies, foreign ministries, international organizations, and a process, dialogue, negotiation, persuasion, mediation. Key dimensions of diplomacy: bilateral diplomacy between 2 states, multilateral diplomacy conducted through international organizations like the UN. Economic diplomacy focuses on trade, investment, development aid, and financial relations. Cultural soft power diplomacy, using values, education, arts, and cultural exchange to influence others. Public diplomacy, engaging directly with foreign publics to build goodwill. Coercive diplomacy, using threats or limited force to influence outcomes, e.g., sanctions, military posturing. Fifth, key actors in international relations states, primary actors possessing sovereignty and territorial authority, international organizations, UN, NATO, EU, AU, ASEAN, WTO, IMF, etc. Non-state actors, NGOs, e.g., Amnesty International, MNCs, e.g., Shell, Google, terrorist networks, e.g., Al-Qaeda, ISIS, individuals, leaders, e.g., U.S. presidents, African heads of state, religious leaders like the Pope, diplomats, activists. 6. Importance of studying IR and diplomacy. To understand causes of war and conditions for peace, to analyze how power is distributed globally, to examine challenges of global governance and law, to assess economic relations, globalization, and inequality, to explore humanitarian intervention and human rights protection, to prepare for careers in foreign service, policymaking, international organizations, and research. 7th, contemporary challenges in IR and diplomacy, global terrorism and counterterrorism cooperation, climate change diplomacy and environmental negotiations, nuclear proliferation and arms control, refugee crises and humanitarian interventions, cybersecurity and information warfare, multipolarity and the rise of China, India, and regional powers, weakening of multilateralism and resurgence of nationalism. 8. Linking IR and diplomacy. While IR provides the analytical framework for understanding global politics, diplomacy is the practical tool for implementing strategies, negotiating agreements, and managing relations. They are inseparable. Theory guides practice, while practice tests and refines theory.